I'd like to welcome everyone to the regular scheduled Committee of the Whole meeting at Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will County, Illinois, held on Tuesday, November 18, 2025, beginning at 5:45 PM. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Here.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Mahoney? Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Shaw?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan? Here. President Glass?
Present. Item number 3, is there a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held on November 4, 2025?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have item 4, discuss awarding a Class E liquor license to Shiki Buffet, 16060 South Harlem Avenue. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Bless you. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Roll call for item 4, Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have item 5, discuss review of tax levy and abatements. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Any discussion? Trustee Shaw?
Sure. With respect to the tax levy, Hannah, thank you. I appreciate for you and the staff for preparing the memo to educate us on that. I will just kind of state my position on it. And after a lot of consideration, there's a lot of factors that go into it. And again, Hannah, I appreciate you having a little chatty conversation with me this morning, going through all of it. I just think that our principles about trying to maintain efficient small government and holding the line on taxes, I think we've done very good the last few years. Although going through the financials, it's pretty obvious we're eventually going to have to move for an increase, and I think based on the analysis that was performed, looking at all the budgeting, I think that now's the time. There's a few options that have been put forth there. I know that all the board has reviewed them, so I don't know if you guys want to have discussion about specific items. I will put forth what my what my position on it is I think that, before I go any further, Mr. Mayor, is that what we want to do right now at this moment? I could toss it out there for discussion if we want to go into that level of detail here.
It's up to you. I don't-
If I could, Trustee Shaw.
Sure.
Yes. So tonight, just with this discussion, we do need some direction on what the
Mhm.
board would like to do. All the options presented are below 5% and don't trigger the Truth in Taxation Act, so we don't have to have a public hearing. So with that said, we would be looking for approval from the board for the tax levy on the December 16th board meeting. But we do need some level of direction, at minimum, an estimate of where we're going. So if there are options for the board to discuss, or one of the options that were presented that you want to give us specific direction on, that is what we're looking for tonight.
Okay. So with that said, I've kind of laid it out there. I am for an increase. I think that between now and then, we're going to have to discuss what exactly that is. Going through the budget to actual today, I think on balance, on net, for the year, we're actually in fairly decent shape. Looking at revenue and expenditures on particular line items, we're up or down. But I think that it's time we're going to have to discuss amongst the board, get consensus on what an actual percentage is. I'm leaning towards certainly not 5 or 4.99. I think we're in kind of that mid-range somewhere, 2 to 3%. And that's about where I'm at on it.
Thanks, Ken. My thought is, echo what Ken said, we've done a great job with the staff and the board with keeping it at zero for several years. Unfortunately, the problem that we're having, the cost of everything is going up so much, you need revenue to pay for all these costs, the increased insurance, all the unfunded mandates from the state legislators. You know, it cost us over $1 million to do the body cameras, and then we had to hire employees to be in charge of them. Again, that's at a cost to us that we have to keep eating. I mean, we can go on in costs, and also what hurts the village is we don't receive any state funding from, we make sure that, or Senator Hastings makes sure that we don't get any funding. If we only got 0.5% of the funding that he gives Orland Hills, Matson, or Frankfurt, we wouldn't need to raise it, and I agree, Ken. I think we should do 3B for the village. And for the library, I would stick with 1A. I mean, I don't know what other capital improvements, we don't receive budgets from them, we don't know what they're spending on, we don't know what their capital improvements are, so that's where I would be at. Trustee Brady?
I had nothing, sir.
Okay, Trustee Mueller?
Yeah, I was going with 3B as well. Slightly different reasoning. Our police pension fund increase this year is the 269, and then last year we stuck at 0, but the police pension fund was 654. I think that actually brings us to that same number that we have for 3B. I'd love to see it written as just going towards the prior year's police budget, but fine with just going with 3B from my
Mike or
perspective.
Hannah, do either of you guys have the amount the last 2 years, what the police pension liabilities cost us?
It was 654 for last year. I didn't look up the one.
654,000,
Yes,
and we did 0.
we did 0, yes.
And just to clarify too, so correct, Trustee Mueller, that this year the increase for police pension is about 269,000 or about 4.9%. Last year it was, bear with me, $654,130, and the year prior was $676,000. So the 2 years that we held at
$1.3
zero.
million we ate.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. And then, so
Thanks, Mike.
including this
No problem.
year, the last 3 years alone, it's been over 1.6 million in terms of an increase, or about 35%. And as it relates to the levy in totality, that number is about 20% of the levy total.
Okay, thanks, Hannah.
Mayor, I was writing when you caught me.
Sorry, my bad.
And I too would go with 3B as well.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yep, same thing, 3B, just to cover the cost of inflation and the pension increase. It's my understanding it comes out to $44.
Roughly, if you were to break down the million by about 23,000 households, again, that's just, and businesses, I should say. On average, again, it's not how it works, it's based on EAV, so it could be a little higher, a little less.
But still, it's just the
But
average.
about
Yeah.
$43, $44.
Yeah, 'cause I know everybody's getting kind of hit at the same time, so I don't think that's a significant amount. I think that's reasonable, so 3B.
Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Hannah. Clerk?
I would just like to give thanks to Trustee Mueller for drawing that parallel there. That's really important insight to support this. I mean, with everything we've been trying to do to hold the line, and believe me, Hannah and I, again, we spent a significant amount of time going through the budget to actual reports at 50%, essentially 50% of the way through the year. The departments are doing a fairly good job of holding the line. And let me rephrase that. The departments are doing a good job at holding the line. I don't want to qualify that too much. Again, we have some pockets, but there's just certain things that we have no control over. As much as we'd like to, we don't.
And the big thing too, to echo what Trustee Mueller was saying, the 1.3 million that we ate just for the police pension, that keeps stopping capital projects that hinders the public works, Public Works has to take care of all our water, our roads, our sewer, and so that cuts money then that is given to them to do that, so. Thanks, everyone. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Roll call for item 5, Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Are we taking any specific action for this?
So it's just direction, so that I'm
This is
hearing
direct-
3B,
Okay,
correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, for both.
that's what we need. Okay.
Yep. Item number 6, discuss a contract between the Village of Tinley Park and CP2 Consulting for strategic planning services. Is there a motion?
I will make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any questions for item 6?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions, and unfortunately, with everything that we're talking about with the levy and other things going on today, I didn't get a really chance to dive into great detail on this one. I do think that it's important for us to get a move on in the strategic planning process. I would think that it would be wise for us to complete the comprehensive plan process first, or at least be substantially complete before we dive into another, another significant thing there. If nothing else, one is highly dependent on the other in terms of, here's our long-term vision, now let's have a strategy for achieving it. Can't have cart before the horse there. So that's, I'm all for that one. I just want to make sure that as we get into sequencing these things, that we're doing it in the right order.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Roll call for item 6, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, discuss an employee leasing agreement with MGT Impact Solutions LLC for desktop technician professional services. Is there a motion for item 7?
I'll make a motion for item number 7.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Are there any questions or concerns for item 7? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 7, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Item 8, discuss the renewal of liability insurance with the Illinois Municipal League Risk Management Association, IML. Is there a motion for item 8?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Go ahead. All yours.
Hannah?
Sure, just a quick overview. This item is for our annual renewal for liability and workers' compensation insurance. Long story short, there is no increase presented. Just to recap briefly, when we switched to IML RMA, who's our current carrier in 2022, we moved away from high deductibles, and we have essentially $0 deductibles across all lines. And the program that we're a part of, we refer to as a min-max program. So we have a minimum premium and a maximum premium that we would pay in any given year. And in between that is a lost fund. So if you exceed 60% of that lost fund, so essentially if you start to have somewhat of a bad claims year, then you could pay above that minimum premium, but it would never exceed the maximum premium. So again, the premium for the 2026 policy year, is going to remain the same. In terms of, losses, we continue to have manageable experience. Obviously, a couple of workers' comp claims, that's the same and rings true with any municipality. So at this point in time, we are just looking for direction to renew with IML RMA for the 2026 policy year.
Thank you. Anyone else? Ken?
Nope.
Okay,
It would be on the next board meeting.
okay, great. No opposition from anyone? Okay, thanks, Hannah. Item 9, discuss an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and Midwest Public Safety for GTAC body camera system, cloud storage, and accessories. Is there a motion from the board?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Is there any questions for the body camera cloud storage? Nope. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 9, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item 10, receive comments from the public. Would anyone from the public care to address the committee of the whole? record reflect there are none. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'm sorry. We made a motion to adjourn.
I made the motion.
Is there a second?
Bill second.
Roll call for adjournment, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. We will be right back. Thank you.